Hello, everyone. Last few weeks, this has been about as cheap of a $quarter coin I could find. Again, staples. You can always take a pair of pliers and flatten them out. But yeah, 560. It's about as cheap as these have been lately. Now, if you go for something that's a little older, like this one, 1916, good details left on the coin. The little nodules around the rim are solid on both front and back. The higher grade that these are barbers, usually the more expensive they start getting. This wasn't terribly expensive. It's probably being cleaned, but that happens. Now, going back to this one again. It's an 1881 or 1884. I'm sorry. See the Liberty dime, bit worn on the back. 450 is pretty close to about as cheap as these are, as long as they're not holed or otherwise damaged. This is just worn out quite a bit. This is one dime on the back, but it's starting to wear away quite a bit. All right. Mercury dimes, their AU range, they're probably going to be a little more than a couple bucks, which 250 or so is about as cheap as they've been lately. Now, you can find this kind of sterling silver worn out like this. It's probably going to be cheap, depending on who you buy it from. So I got this 5-cent one, which this one has quite a bit of detail left to it. It's not super worn. It's kind of neat. Now, coins you can get for less than melt, often really, are these war nickels. Philadelphia. Not sure what the melt on these is right now, but it's higher than 90 cents. So yeah, you can get these below melt. Now, this isn't exactly below melt, but it's pretty close. $4.30 a piece for these standing Liberty quarters, which has a hint of a date on it. I can make out what's is a 6, so it's probably a 26. This one you're not making out any date on. But 417 was the melt on these. So I'm a few pennies over melt on this, which isn't that bad, but it's probably as good as you're going to do on these. Now, a couple sterling silver pieces, thin like charms for a necklace or something. This one says Myrtle Beach on it. The back is plain, stamped with sterling though. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. That does say sterling. I don't know if the other one's stamped or not. Yep. Stamped down here at the bottom. It says sterling there, which is kind of neat. Now, a little piece of Las Vegas history. This is the silver bird. It says good luck from Vegas. the Fun Hotel on the Strip, or of the Strip. Don't know if it's still open. Kind of think it isn't. But I thought this was a neat piece. Horseshoe. Couple bucks. Wasn't very expensive, so I thought it was kind of neat. Now, when it comes to junk silver, $1964 Denver, $50. 90% silver. A little bit worn, not too bad. But for these to be worth much more than their silver content and the premium you have to pay to be able to buy any silver these days, it's going to have to be high mint state one. In this kind of condition, it's whatever the going rate for 90% is, which is the same as this one. It's a 90% quarter. It's 1960 Denver. It costs a similar price to this one. A little bit less worn though, so I didn't mind paying a little bit more. Wasn't much though. Now, if you are buying any kind of silver, usually the stuff that's closest to melt, stuff like these Canadian dollars, it's 80% silver. Each one is 0.6 ounces of silver in it, which is what that means. This one's a 1966. My coin dealer had quite a few of these in the last couple weeks, including a bag where he was 10 of them were loose in the bag, no cards. This one's not in too bad a shape. It's got some scratches. This one has also got scratches. A little bit of a gouge on the nose. This is a 1965. And it's got great mint luster on it still, so it's barely circular. It's probably a mint state coin, but it'd probably just barely be because of the scratches. But these are beautiful coins, in my opinion, and they're generally priced much closer to melt than what a lot of any other dollar coins like US 90% ones would be quite a bit higher over melt than what these are. This would be, when I bought it, melt was about $14.50 on them, so 16 bucks, $1.50, and then it's 0.6 ounces, so somewhere less than $3 over melt for two of them. So this is 1.2 ounces of silver and cost $32. Both for 16. But that is the report for this. Silver still got a premium, although some people are saying it's coming down some. That will depend on who you buy from and what you buy. There's some more standing Liberty quarters that were not super expensive. All in all, I bought these and this 10-cent sterling Canadian coin. And the price paid for these is pretty close to what these were. These might have been a few cents more, but not much. Anyway, that's kind of what my report for the weekend is. Previews of what I got. Now let's talk about my channel a little bit. Grown to 1,880 subscribers. Got just over 425,000 views to my channel, which I thank everyone for watching. Like, subscribe, and everything. If you like this kind of content, if you see this and you're not a subscriber to my channel, like and subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. I don't have more videos similar to this. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and call it quits for the night. Have you another look at this horseshoe, which is kind of neat. But we'll see you next time. That's all I got for now.